All right, y'all. Cheers, everybody. We're going to dig into another stream here. I apologize, running like 15 or so minutes behind. I'm actually going to finish getting our camera set up over here. And I'm excited because we actually just wrapped up a really, again, I'm super excited about this episode just because, not that I'm excited about the topic, honestly, we're digging into eating disorders and disordered eating. However, I'm excited to bring awareness to the topic, and for the people that we talked about it, or for the coaches that came on, shout out to Coach Kelsey and Coach Colleen, two very knowledgeable individuals, both on this topic as well as multiple topics in the nutrition and fitness space, that I just appreciate them coming on. But with that being said, I got another awesome stream we're going to dig into here, y'all. I'm just going to get everything set up. I'm going to give everybody a minute to come on into the stream. We'll have some fun. It's going to be a good time, y'all. The stream. Pause that. We're going to do our duck race, as always, with our prizes. We're going to have a giveaway for it. And then the bonus is, which I kind of always have, that I just feel I probably should mention more, is that even if you don't win the duck race, you still get something just for participating as a thank you. You don't even have to use it. It's access to our nutrition course. You get a 7-day access pass, as well as a 7-day access pass to our fitness and nutrition vault. I'm going to put the information in the chat as well with how you can actually use that and redeem it. But with that being said, we'll get the ball rolling here. I'm going to just drop some messages in the chat. Again, like I said, I'm going to let some people kind of stream or trickle on into the stream. Boom. And again, the cool thing is now that we have, I think I have the chat feature a little bit more dialed in. We got the chat going on all our other platforms as well. So I'll drop those messages in here. Let me pull up my chat. Again, I got to say it. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm going to dig into some fun here. So again, I'm going to just drop some info to the duck race. We're going to be starting it probably at 11:15. I realized, my apologies, by the way, yesterday while we were making, I was doing on the other channel, the Aliof channel, Lifestyle of Fitness. If you guys want to see that, again, I have our link tree right over here. We stream on that channel every single week, and I'm going to have my other coaches and people coming on that platform, from fighters to athletes to just fitness enthusiasts to some of our, again, coaches, experts, and even I'm thinking about some of our clients that might come on to share their experience and some of the products that they like and their 2 cents on it. I thought that could be kind of fun. But here, we'll have duck race at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boom. We'll get all the info there. Race at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'm going to drop some more messages here. We'll get into, again, guys, if you have questions, not only on the products I'm talking about in the moment or in the carousel, but if you just have questions around fitness, health, wellness, a lifestyle overall relating to those things, I'm happy to dig into the details where I can. And if you just want to say, hey, you just want to drop by, say what's up, it's greatly appreciated. So I'm just dropping those messages in here, and then boom, dropping that into the chat here, as well as on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. If you guys are watching there, hit the chat. Let me know. Watching on Amazon, again, still hit the chat. I love to hear from you guys. If you're not following already, please feel free to follow. It helps out tremendously, but then also you get notifications as I stream, and you can follow us on all our other platforms. But let's get on into, we got our Luxo shower head. We got 2 different shower heads we're going to be looking at, or I have on the carousel that we have different options. The biggest difference between these two is the one I've highlighted right now. It has 3 settings or 3 modes for the actual water, and then the second one that I have has 4 modes. That's the biggest difference and the biggest variable there, comparatively to just the price point. That's obviously going to be a reflected difference as well. So with that being said, let's dig on into the, oh, hey, what's going on, Jennifer? I see you. Thanks for dropping by, saying hey. Always appreciated. I'm going to play into this B-roll. Let that go. If you have any questions, feel free to hit the chat, and always appreciate you saying hey too. Yeah, Jennifer, I see you, homie. Also, if you want to get on the duck race, just comment duck. We'll be going at 11:15 today. You got the gift card or a nutrition package on the line. I'll see y'all in a second here. Let's get that B-roll. So the cool thing I like about the shower head and this particular kind and by Luxo is not only the beads that it has to be able to filter the water out, which is a great feature in and of itself, which is nice. And from a functional standpoint, that's great. The bigger piece to me that I'm more excited about is the lighting component to it. It has this LED light aspect that can help change the color of the water, not by actually using dyes or anything like that. It's just the actual reflection of the LED light here, changing the color of the water as it's coming out, which there's been some really interesting kind of research around the potential impact that can have on your nervous system and how your mind and your body responds and reacts. So whether you want to get into like a rest and digest mode or like a fight or flight, like high energy state, even playing with the lighting can help. And just using this as a self-care product to be able to take some time. You know, it has 3 different settings. It has its rainfall setting, it has the massage setting, it has the jet setting. So being able to use that, dialing in how you want, this to me is a great aspect and tool to leverage it for not just having it being a shower or a bath, but having it be some self-care time for you and using it with intention can be really cool. And I just wanted to offer up that insight and my feedback on how it's worked. Super easy to set up and a really quality product as far as being able to use it from a functional standpoint. So one thing I was just checking on to see for both of these to see if they have any in-link coupons. It doesn't look like they do. And one thing I was adding just from actually checking for those in-link coupons, a little bit more insight, which I thought was cool for the first set that I'm going to highlight one more time here. Is kind of going to both is the set that I've highlighted right now. It actually it has the color component, the LED lights, which is like I dug into even in the B-roll. But one of the other bonuses that they actually have with that is the actual temperature that it's associated with each color. So that's a kind of a cool feature with the temperature ranges that you guys can actually see on the product description. If you guys want to see that, it'll show you, hey, if it's in the red color category, it's going to be, I think it's above, what, 100 and, let me just double check. I don't want to say the wrong range here. We got to get the right range. Yeah, 104 degrees or above. Then if it's on green, it's going to be lower than 87 degrees. This is Fahrenheit. And then blue is going to be between 89 and 103. So that's like a cool bonus feature in addition. Plus the benefits from like the actual lights and the impact it can have on, again, our autonomic nervous system. But I wanted to add that as a cool feature I didn't even talk about in the B-roll that just kind of getting into and digging into as well. So with that being said, we're going to get into the next product. This one's going back into the kitchen or into the kind of cooking and meal prep and food creation space. How do I enter the giveaway? I'm not sure if I entered. I know I followed, but it was last week sometime. So yeah, so that's for our duck race. So we're going to be doing a giveaway for our duck race. So all you got to do is just enter in the duck race, and then you'll, if you win, you get the choice between the prizes, but then everyone that's doing the duck race also will get a giveaway for access pass to our fitness and nutrition vault. So if you want to get in on the giveaway, just comment duck and be here for when we do our duck race. And then I even have some of the details here that I put in the chat. So if you want to just be a part of it, you just got to email lifeofafighter@gmail.com. Maybe that's actually the easiest way. Type that in. Email the one I shared it. So I'm just going to say email the one I shared above and just put in the subject line giveaway. Got you. So there you go, Jennifer. So we'll get you in on the duck race. And then as a bonus, if you want to get the giveaway as far as the other access pass and stuff that we have for anyone that participates, just email me in the subject line and just say like giveaway, and I got you. So appreciate you. So let me actually pull up. I'm going to pull up our duck race list. And when it's time to duck race, I'll have that up to date. And then we'll get into the Namola baking mat next, which I'm actually going to pull up. We'll play some of that B-roll, breaking it down. And then I'll also check to see if we have an in-link coupon. See if we got an in-link coupon on this bad boy. And it does look like there's a 10% off in-link coupon. So fun fact, now's a good time to save some money, y'all. All right, so again, I've used this brand and some of their other products before, and I really like them just from a durability, reliability perspective. But these baking mats are pretty clutch because, again, they're made from silicone. Using them, like, again, me and my wife both, we enjoy baking for different reasons. Like, she just likes making delicious things because her family is a family of bakers.
I enjoy it from a nutritional standpoint, so being able to make like protein muffins and cupcakes and no-bake cookies and stuff like that. So being able to have something like this, to just set it on, be able to use it, leverage it, have it reusable, has been really clutch. And again, they just work at the end of the day. So this is one that's maybe less like from a fun perspective, just more of a function perspective. But for me, these are great from a function perspective. I give them 2 thumbs up. They've held the test of time for us and from our experience. So can't recommend these enough for the function of what you need to use them for.
Bam, y'all. So you're going to notice I'm actually going to make up some pre-workout while we're going here. Get that scoop of blue raspberry. Love me some, right? Is that the right color, the flavor? I want to say it's blue. Yeah, blue raspberry. Blue raspberry is always my, I think probably my #1 favorite flavor across the board for almost any pre-workout I've ever taken, or even like amino acids. Always love the blue raspberry. But having said that, again, we got the inLink coupon for the Namola baking mats. You got 10% off. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm doing all right. How about you? Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I was asking how you're doing. So anyone else, again, let me know how you're doing in the chat. I love hearing from you guys. Doing good, dude. Again, just another awesome week ahead. I'll share a fun story with you that's kind of relevant to nutrition and meal prep and stuff with the holidays coming up. So we're going to have Christmas at our house, and originally my game plan was to make a brisket, smoke a brisket overnight. I've been like honing on my brisket skills. I was going to get a Wagyu brisket. I'm still trying to find the right website because like the one I normally use, they're actually out, unfortunately. So I'm trying to support local and find a local one. They're actually out of stock from what it seems like on their website. So I got to follow up with some local butchers. If you guys know anyone here in Asheville or in the surrounding area, I totally want to support local if I can. Get a Wagyu brisket. Long story short, my mother-in-law is like, hey, we're going to get one from, so they own a bakery and they have like friends and like restaurants and stuff. We'll get one from one of the restaurants, one of the places. So I know my mother-in-law is just really trying to just be helpful and just like not do it. But like my wife was saying like, hey, do you care? Like, I'm like, do you take it personal? Like, I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not thinking that she thinks that I have shitty like brisket skills. Maybe she does actually. Rose, if you're saying that, I understand. I'll work on my brisket skills. But anyways, that's my story. That's how I'm doing. But I'm really excited. We just recorded an awesome podcast too, digging into like eating disorders and disordered eating, which is I think a very important topic to dig in. So we're going to release that later this week, which I'm pumped about. I was checking out the shower head that lights up. Does it really do all that? Yeah, it's awesome, right? Isn't that like a super cool? And yeah, Dana, I see you. And to your point, Jennifer, that the shower head's really cool, right? As far as like even just the light component of it and the impact LED lights in general can have on our autonomic nervous system is a massive value, in my opinion, and a massive component. And if you have even additional questions, I'm happy to let you know. Like, listen, if I can set this up in our shower, I feel like anyone can. But I still have to do, like, I was going to originally like live stream me setting it up. But originally, I think our media partners didn't want me to do that. So I'm going to try and do it in our other shower. I only have it in one of our showers, so I'm thinking about recording maybe a time lapse or like just regular real time so you guys can kind of see what that's like. But with that being said, we got the leg chair covers up next. Let's see if we got an inLink coupon on these bad boys. And it doesn't look, and again, I'm just gonna throw out there, they have both the round and the square shaped options, but I have the round one, so we'll dig into that. Does the light run on batteries? Ooh, that's a great question. Yeah, so let's actually, I'm gonna pull up to see a little bit more details for the light component of things, because I don't want to tell you the wrong information. Actually, like it actually, I said yeah, but it doesn't have a battery, no battery needed. Let me just double check the description to make sure I'm not going to butcher that. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need a battery for it. I don't know why I thought you did. I haven't even like had to change it, so I don't know why I would think that, but I just immediately, my first response was to say yes. But you're talking about for the shower head, what I'm assuming, because that's the only like light related thing I got into, and it doesn't need a battery, which is a really, I think, a cool feature. So all right, so with that being said, let's get into the leg chair covers, y'all. I'll be back.
The thing I like about these are like, this is a product that I think is less about like the fun aspect and more about the function too. So these leg chair protectors I have in like, I'm clearly in my home gym, right? And I have also like a studio and office set up in here. So I have chairs that sometimes I actually put on my mats where I'll do like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, wrestling and whatnot. So these are exclusively only going on my chairs when they go on the mat. So I can actually protect the mats from any of the outside like surfaces or materials. Now again, you don't have to use that, especially if you don't have like a home gym or things like that. You don't care about that. But these are also great for like, I have kids, they like dragging the chairs around and whatnot, especially out here. I don't want them scuffing up the floors or even in the living room or the dining room or our kitchen. So being able to just throw these on, super easy. Comes in a pack of 16. And being able to just protect the floors. Again, very much a function perspective, not tremendously fun to use them, right? Like you don't really, these are kind of one of those products that they're working well, you never really think about them. But from my experience, they've worked tremendously well. And the only reason I ever think about them is like when I want to either give a review or I'm mentioning them on the content that I'm creating. But I give these a thumbs up just again from the function perspective.
So yeah, to your point, Jennifer, like that's like I was even sharing in the chat. It's a great way. Like I didn't even think about using it for that, honestly, even though you can, which is like what the main feature. But I actually always like extrapolate in my brain, like, oh, cool, we have colored lights. Like I can use that to in the morning help me wake up and get prepared for the day by having it on our like red color. And then same thing, I use the same thing at the end of the day to help relax for bed. Because what's interesting about different lights or different colored LED lights will have a different impact, again, as I was talking about before. But red's one of those that you can use to kind of get into both a fight or flight or rest and digest state. So I'm still digging into some of the research to leverage, better understand that. I think part of it is like timing and potentially our circadian rhythm as well as some other kind of cues. So that's, but like even just making sure like you don't have to really check the temperature. You can just see based on the color. All right, ready to go. Let's jump on in that bad boy. So with that being said, we're going to kind of shift gears here though. We're going to look at some Sixus sunglasses and like visor products. I've got the aviator styles that I actually have right here. These I ended up taking and throwing in my car a while ago, and then I have another set in my wife's car, and then I have another set like by the front door, and then I have another set actually by the back door. So basically any way I can get out of the house or I'm in the car, I like to have these glasses ready to go and available. So I'm actually going to click on them just to see if we got an in-link coupon, and then we'll play some B-roll so you guys can kind of see them a little bit more, get a little first-hand visual. And again, there's a variety of colors from like gold to silver, like all these different options. Doesn't look like we have an in-link for that. Let's check for the cat eye style as well. I'm going to pull those up here. See if we got any other in-link coupons. Again, I can't stress this enough, y'all. Make sure you're clicking on the products to see if there's additional savings or in-link coupons that you can get. Because sometimes there's just going to be discounts and deals that you don't know about with the in-link coupon that they're not actually like sharing on this end of it that you don't see until you actually click on it. Which I thought was a cool thing, but also like, hey, let me know. But now you get a little sneak behind the scenes value save. All right, let's break this down, y'all, and then we'll dig into the cat eye ones as well. Or I'm going to highlight those next.
So I love these glasses. The aviator style, I think, are just like super versatile. So that's what I really enjoy about these. And the gold look, you know what? It's just a nice aesthetic perspective to it. What I will also say is every kind of glasses or sunglasses that I use, I always put them to the test. Here's the test. So can I lean forward and do they move test? Notice how they didn't even move or slide. Even with my hat on or off, they don't move. I've used these for workouts. I've ran in these. I've done push-ups in these. I've actually kept them on for an outdoor workout. They've stayed on my face. So that's like a really cool from a functionality standpoint. I always like to highlight with these is, or with any glasses that I use, is do they stay in place? And obviously, since they are also polarized, being able to help add that extra protection from the UV, from the sun. So there's a functionality standpoint and even from a functionality holding onto the face. And I think from a fashion perspective, my wife likes them. I like the aviator style. They go well, in my opinion, on my face. That's my 2 cents on it also. I give these a thumbs up and I highly recommend them.
Bam. Next up, we're going to look at, so I got one more thing by the Sixus brand that's not exactly like sunglasses, but they fall in that category for our cyclists out there, the kind of visor setup that you can have, especially now I checked to see there's no in-link coupon, so I got you guys though just to check. But especially again, like when you're going like downhill or you're picking up speed, the idea of like anything hitting your face can be pretty detrimental, and the risk can be pretty high, especially if you crash at those kind of speeds. So not putting any bad stuff out there, any bad juju, so to speak, but just throwing that to think about and to just set yourself up for success is basically my point, and have these tools and options and products that just have a net positive impact on your performance as well as your overall quality of life. That was like another thing we were talking about even in a podcast earlier. And having said that, the other thing I want you guys to think about that I'll throw out there is when you're protecting like against UV and like just sun in general, like one thing I never thought about is like if you're like for commercial drivers out there, not that this probably would be perfect, but even for cyclists, this I think is relevant. when you're exposing your face to the sun on either one side or both sides, like you're risking, again, accelerating the like aging process on that skin or that part of your body, and a bunch of variables. Let's go outside my scope that you can kind of be like dig into yourselves and but just to be aware of, like there is a tax by being like, exposed out to the sun. There was an interesting video that I saw that showed a truck driver that you could see the difference on the left side of his face because of the constant exposure based, I guess, on the route he would always drive. And like 30, 40 years down the road, like the left side of his face, because it was constantly exposed to the sun on that side, was actually aged and significantly more wrinkled and a bunch of things. So again, I'm not a dermatologist though, so like take that with a grain of salt, but I thought it was an interesting point nonetheless. So we're going to shift gears here once again. We're going to dig into the OBS Bot Tiny Webcam, the one that I'm actually using right now and has the built-in omnidirectional microphones as well as 1080p video. And morning, Jeff. What's going on, sir? How you doing? Yeah, dude. Thanks for chopping by, saying hey. Again, if you want to get in on our duck race, we got a duck race going down like a half hour. You just comment duck. I'll get you guys in. Again, if you guys are watching on any of the other platforms, feel free to hit the chat too. But jump on over here to Amazon because you'll be able to get in on our duck race and the giveaway if you guys want in on that. I have the link in the description, so you guys should have it. If you don't, for whatever reason, on the other platforms, let me know and I'll share it. So that being said, we're going to get into the webcam, the OBS Bot Tiny Webcam. Awesome. Fingers crossed, Duck. I see you, Jeff. I got you in. Ready to rock. And yeah, we'll throw out some fingers crossed for the Duck. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about how, again, the camera, how it can move, the motion tracking component. I think it's a really cool aspect, and just my additional thoughts. So the Tiny OBS webcam is actually what I'm using right now to bring this to you guys. So got my webcam set up. The cool thing again about this is the motion tracking feature as well as the quality of the video. Beyond just that, having the audio component, so I have a microphone with it right now, so it has an omnidirectional microphone input, as well as being able to get 1080p HD quality recording. And the other thing is, like, I put my hands up, notice it's going to turn on the auto tracking feature. So I just wanted to show this to you guys. You can get up, you can move, you can have a track around, which I thought was a really cool feature. As well as I wanted to show you, while I'm breaking this down, the ability to control it from my computer and just use the kind of joystick gimbal control to position it how I want, play with settings, lock it onto me, unlock it. There's so many cool features. And again, the quality of the content that I get to put out just gets leveled up, especially as a fitness coach, someone that creates a lot of content, being able to leverage this for showcasing exercises and working with clients virtually. I love this piece of equipment. And I'm actually like being able to tag it with the free software systems that you can have out there is really cool. So I'm a big fan of this video. I can't recommend it enough. Give it a thumbs up. All right, y'all. So, and Jeff, that's awesome that you have the webcam as well. And that it's cool, right? Like, I was even saying, like, my kids love it as well. They'll start running around on the mats and see on the screen it's tracking them. Or like, I like to use it actually when I call my parents or family, so I don't have to like just track them down. It's just like a really cool feature. So one thing I'm actually going to do, guys, I'm just thinking about this. I realized I'm going to work out after this. So I'm going to throw this out there if you guys want to see this. I'm probably going to end up going live after this one and just do a live stream on my workout with some of the products that I'm using. So if you guys want to see that, I'll be live after this one, basically go back to back. I'll just be on the Lifestyle of Fitness channel. So if you see that popping up here on Amazon Live, if you want to go follow that, we're doing another one basically right after it. And we'll do a duck race on that one as well. Dig into some more awesomeness. But for now, staying on this stream, staying on task without getting too far ahead here, we're going to get into the Aliof brand. We're going to look at two different fans that I have, as well as the Nightlight. And the Nightlight is a clutch one that I actually use more than the other ones, which I was surprised by. I didn't think I would actually really use this one at all. I thought my wife would probably use it more, but I actually use this one the most in the house. And I'll get to that. But first, we're going to look at the neck fan, which clearly this one's going to be more popular when it's hotter out. But like in the summertime months here, this one I was getting a lot more use out of. But this is one I always still like to have just in case. You never know. And hey, Pam, what's going on? Hey. I'm going to drop this video and I'm going to come say hey in the chat.
In this video, we're going to be looking at the Aliof Neck Fan. Now, the cool thing about this is not only you can wear it as a neck fan, obviously, but it's the portability and the adaptability it has. So you can actually use these coils to kind of wrap them up so it's very easy to travel with. And then again, when you uncoil it, having the ability to simply charge it. You have that charger right here. It has 3 different settings. It has low, medium, high, and then obviously you turn it off. And even when you're having this around the neck, again, you have a lot of versatility and adaptability with rotating them, pivoting, and moving them.
Bam, so I'm just actually clicking to see if we have any in-link coupons on these bad boys as well. So I don't see one on the neck fan or on the desk fan, which I'm going to play the desk fan now, and then we're going to get into the nightlight. And the nightlight does have an in-link coupon. It's got an extra 5% off right now, so just a fun little bonus for you guys. But let's check out the desk fan first.
We're going to be talking about the Aliof desk fan that's also collapsible and portable. So the cool thing is, as you can see, it has this collapsible feature, so you can make it a little bit more portable, as well as underneath. One of the things I really like about this is these gripping pads that allow you to put it on your desk so it can grab a hold, not slide on you. Once you put it up into position, you can again adapt the angle. You have your button right here, just conveniently placed. From an aesthetic perspective, I really like this. And again, it has its low, medium, and high setting. And then again, you just hold it down to power it off. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys, because it took me a second to find it, is the charging port right under the fan. Very convenient, again, portable, and great for your desk or even in the car if you need some air circulating as well. Definitely a thumbs up.
Pam, thanks for asking, by the way. Doing great, like I was saying in the chat. Like I was also saying, just trying to be, or not even trying, just feeling very productive this morning. Got already a really exciting podcast episode that's going to go up on our YouTube as well as our all podcasting platforms later this week. Probably it'll be out by Friday at the latest. We always have them out by Friday, but sometimes I try and drop them a little earlier, like Wednesday, Thursday. So if you signed up for our newsletter, you usually see early access, or if you're on our private Facebook group, you'll see early access to it. But yeah, just super productive. How you doing, Pam? I appreciate you asking. So I always like to kick it back to you guys. And again, always feel free to just chat it up, y'all. I like to hang out in the chat, dig into questions in between the products, especially when I'm playing B-roll. I'm always happy to circle back and dig into stuff. So again, I'm going to highlight the Aliof Nightlight. I have this bad boy right over here. And this one, again, I have pretty much in my bedroom every night now, and I'll take it out and actually put it over here for when I do my streams. And this one has another 5% off in-link coupon. What I want to show you guys is it has its DC charging plug right here, and then right above it is a little circle. That's where you're going to turn the light on and off, or cycle between the 3 kind of light settings, the low, medium, and high brightness. Now, even at its brightest, it's not overwhelming, but you'll still be able to see. Originally when we got this, I thought my wife would be using it more so, honestly, for makeup and things like that. However, I honestly ended up using it once we started taking it out of our daughter's room, because we had it in our younger daughter's room. She was crying in the night. We'd go check on her, change her diaper, whatever. But now she's older. She's pretty much sleeping through the night. Now she's actually going into a weird funk kind of a stage where she's taking a minute to fall asleep. But we have it in our room now. What I do with it is I don't like having my phone next to me in my bedroom, because it's too tempting to basically check it, or write something down, and I get into a whole slippery slope of oh, now I'm gonna be on my phone for an hour, especially when I'm trying to go to bed. So what I find to be helpful is I have a pen and a paper next to my bed. I have this nightlight next to my bed, and then I just put if I need to write something down, hit it really quick, turn it on, just jot whatever I gotta jot down, and then go back to bed. And the light's not so bright, especially on that lower setting where it completely alerts and wakes me up. So I can just turn it on, pop it off, go to sleep. Probably fall asleep even with it on. I just turn it the other way if I needed to, but super easy to use. That was a really helpful component that I thought would be interesting to share with you guys, that I always try and relate it as best I can back to again, how it applies not only in my personal life, but how it can fit into this lifestyle of fitness theme that I try and hit obviously on my coaching channel, which is this one, as well as our company channel, which you guys can see under our link tree. But I'm also going to be streaming right after this. I'm actually going to be streaming my workouts. If you guys want to see that, come check out the Workout and the Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon live stream as well. So we're going to keep it rolling right along. We're going to look at this whiskey glass set. I can already hear wait, you're talking about working out? You're also going to be talking about a whiskey glass set? So This has got 8% off right now for that Inling coupon. And you can like totally drink like your whiskeys or your bourbon or whatever you kind of want out of it from a cocktail perspective. What I actually end up using it more so for is kind of two components. One, you're gonna see it's got this little like half dome sphere at the bottom. So when you set it down, I'm actually going to change the camera angle so you guys can actually see my desk for a quick second. Don't mind the mess here. As I pull up my desk. It's not going to be horrible, but it might be a little messy, I'll be honest with you guys. So let's just kind of pull this down so you guys can kind of see. I want you to be able to see right, here we go. Whoops. Go right there. We'll get this out of the way. I'll put it right here. So as you can see, it kind of falls to one side, right? So the cool thing you can do is you can fill it up with water. You just kind of spin it. And for me, oh, what's going on, Evans? Morning. How you doing, sir? It's good to see you, dude. So you just kind of get your spin on. So for me, like actually, and not only when I have a drink, even when I don't, I kind of like just playing with it. Almost like a fidget spinner, like it can be like a kind of like a substitute, honestly, for a fidget spinner. But the benefit to this is you can actually like drink out of it to hydrate. So I'll usually have water or seltzer. Now, even if I do have company over, like for the holidays, we're gonna have a Christmas party, or we're gonna have Christmas, we're hosting, and I don't really drink. I just I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather do other things. I'd rather eat those calories, honestly, or I'd rather do other things. So instead of drinking, and if other people are drinking, I'll maybe pour myself a seltzer, make a mojito, or like a faux-hito, like a fake mojito, where it'll just be like seltzer, some like mint, and like muddle up some mint with some lime or whatnot. Shout out to my wife, Ashley. She actually got that recipe together for me and made it for me. But like that's like a cool, fun component. And if you do like drinking, this can be a great holiday gift. For if you have like a cocktail aficionado that likes these kind of things. It's a nice solid glass. It has like, I think, a pretty aesthetic to it. But again, even from that like health perspective, where I come back to is like by just being able to fidget with it, it can kind of help relax your mind is ultimately the thought process. Same thing with like fidget spinners or a fidget ring that I have on the carousel I've talked about before. That can just kind of help with stress or tension or your mood, and like even keeping a like quieting your brain a little bit too, which is an interesting component. But anyways, we're going to keep it rolling right along. Also, fun fact, Evans, we're going to get our duck race on in like 20 minutes. I know you like to get your duck race on. So if you want to get on the duck, or Pam, if you're out there listening still, or anyone who's listening, if you guys want to get your duck race on, just comment duck in the chat. We'll get it going in like 20 minutes. But now we have the Govi LED light bars. Now this is honestly, this is the first time I've actually seen them at their like regular full price. They've had a discount going on for like the holidays. So if you missed that, you done messed up. But good news is they're still an amazing freaking product, and the light bars are absolutely awesome. And I'm a huge fan of them, honestly. Like I can't stress that enough. Like you're even gonna see me on when I work out, I use the light bars. Not just like I'm using them right now for lighting, but I got you, Evans. But I like them actually for my workouts is the most, I think, functional aspect that I use them for. Not even for like when I'm watching TV and stuff, which we use them for as well. I have another set of the Govi bars that we have in our living room now, and then we also have the singlet lights, but these I actually use for when I'm working out. And then the video camera is kind of an added bonus. So I'll actually just play that so you guys can see it, and then we'll keep it rolling right along.
Now again, for these Govi light bar setup, the cool thing is, again, it has a vertical holder. You can just slide this right in, or it has an adhesive on the back. You can kind of rest it horizontally on the wall or just have it facing straight up. Now you might notice I have it just on the regular reading mode because I want the lighting feature for my actual content creation right now. But this has an app you can download. I can pull it up on my phone, and I'm actually going to show you guys in real time how you can adjust it. Because the cool thing is with this, it's not only like a set light that, you know, isn't kind of dynamic, but this actually has like audio settings where I just change the coloring, and now based on me talking, see how it's changing the rhythm and the pattern? I can put it on vivid and change how it moves, put it on rhythm, put it on strike, put it on vibrate. And cool thing I use this for is like working out, honestly. So when I'm training, being able to put on a music or a playlist, having it connect to my phone, and then having the music to match that actually really helps me from like a visual standpoint to get kind of amped up. As well as the cool thing, this has a camera that comes with it. You can sync it up to your TV or your monitor or whatever kind of screen you want to use it, and then you can put it on video mode. So like right now I'll put it on video mode, and I have it set up on my monitor. My monitor has like a bluish purple background, so you can kind of see that's what it's displaying. And it's picking up on my audio, but if I had like an action scene going on, or I was playing video games, it even has a gaming mode, it has a split screen mode, so that it can pick up different inputs from like the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. This thing's, again, it's just got so much versatility, and I think it's so cool. I just highly recommend it from the fun and the function standpoint.
Bam, y'all. So we're going to piggyback with Govi. We're going to look at their string lights, which I'm going to play you guys a little bit of a B-roll, and then I'm going to add some kind of additional points. I just want to highlight I have two different versions of the Govi lights. They're both 48 feet, but the version I've highlighted right now, slightly cheaper, and they don't have the voice command feature to it. Now, the other ones I'm going to highlight are going to be slightly more. I think it's like a $7 difference, so $7 more, but they have that audio command feature that you can hook up to your like Amazon Echo, for example. Also, these have 20% off, so basically you can get them for actually less than the other version with an added feature right now because of that end-link coupon. So I would recommend these just in general if you're going to get them because of the price point right now. Even if you don't want that feature, it's just actually still kind of like $1 cheaper anyway. So let's play that B-roll, and again, if you guys have questions, I'll dig into some other features as well. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Govi LED string lights. As you can see, I have them set up here with the lights on. We're going to dig into what it actually looks like on the app and how to get it set up. But before we dig into the app, I want to show you another really cool feature, which is actually the hooks that come built on each one of the light bulbs. You can easily hook it onto if you already have a frame or a setup like that. Super easy to pop on and pop off as well. So now let's look at getting it set up on the app. And for this, you go right into the store. You're going to look up Govi Home, and then you're going to be able to match it up to whichever product that you have. Now, the cool thing is, again, once you select the actual light bulb, you'll see if the right one pops up. Right there, you see I didn't. And then right there, now that I did, you'll see the brand and the name come up. Boom, it's going to connect. And then once you have it set up, you can even rename it if you want, set up all that fun stuff, and then have complete control from your app, which is my probably favorite feature to these light bulbs. And so many cool settings and details in between. Yeah, Linda, thanks for the follow, by the way. And again, I just dropped like a little bit more info on our duck race. I was asking if you want to get in on the duck race, just comment duck. For our duck race, y'all, again, here's the cool thing, and this is something I want to like start to not stress, but like just make sure I'm mentioning a little bit more, is not only if you win the duck race, you get a prize, you get to pick between our Amazon gift card or our nutrition package, but you also, anyone that participates, just by commenting duck and actually hanging out for the race, you can then email me as well and just put in the subject giveaway, and I'll actually send you a free pass. You get a 7-day pass to the nutrition course. So you don't get all of it, but at least you get like the first week, so you can really, there's a lot of value even in that first week. And you also get a 7-day pass to our fitness and nutrition vault, which has a tremendous amount of resources and value. And ooh, Linda, great question. Are they solar? So these particular ones are not solar. I do have another set of lights here, the Foxlux ones. I'll actually highlight those really quick. Those are solar. Now, the one thing I want to just share about the Govi ones that I've mentioned in different like talking points, but they're shatterproof. Like I've actually dropped them before to just not purposely, like accidentally drop them, but they're shatterproof. I even stepped on it accidentally, like, and it didn't break comparatively to the the BrizzLab ones that I have. Yes, please. I would like to duck. Linda, woo woo. So I got you, Linda. I'll put you in for the duck race. We're going to be doing it in about 15 minutes. So these, the Foxlux lights, these are solar based. So they're also electrical, so you can like just plug them in without the solar component. But this is, yeah, looking for solar, please. Yeah, I got you. So the Foxlux ones, these are solar powered. Now, there's slightly different features, slightly different aspects to them, but let me just, I'm going to put you in for the duck race. I got your name right here. Yeah, and I'm just sharing in the chat too. Solar. So let's actually see. One thing I'll always recommend is click on the actual product. You guys will see if there's an in-link coupon. I'm clicking on it now to see if there's a discount or anything like that. Doesn't look like there's a discount. But these are, again, they're meant to be outdoors. So they're going to be like weather resistant. They're also a shatterproof material. Now, and Melody, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Again, thanks for the follow, y'all. Like the follows help out tremendously. Also, comment in the chat if you guys want to say, hey, you have questions. That's always appreciated. Or you just want to like talk about stuff. I like digging into that. The one thing I will highlight is, again, the kind of difference in, like, I think each one of the lights that I have here, has its own unique like function. I'm just saying thanks for the follow again, by the way, Melody, and as well, Linda, for follow. The benefit to me for the Fox Lux, or the biggest like one unique thing about them, is the solar component. So hopefully that was helpful, by the way, Linda. If you want me to dig into other details, let me know. I'll happily kind of like re-explore it or elaborate on that a little bit more. So since I'm on all the lights, I'm also going to highlight the BrizzLab lights. These are the outdoor string lights I also have. Oh, thanks, Melody. I appreciate that. Yeah, the lights, like, I also like, I try and put a perspective, again, from a coaching perspective, like as a licensed health coach and as just a fitness professional, been in the space, everything I talk about, I also try and bring it back to this lifestyle of fitness in mind. So if you guys hear me talking about like certain weird variables, you may not, that's kind of why. So I try to always bring it back to that. And the question I boil it down to is like, does this have a net positive or negative impact on our quality of life? Like, is this going to have a positive or negative or neutral possibly? Some things might be neutral. So the BrizzLab ones, they have 30% off. Let's actually click on them, see if that ain't a coupon. The downside about these, though, that I will say is these are not like shatterproof. I've actually tested that. I didn't even mean to test it. I was just unpacking them, and it doesn't look like they have an in-link coupon, but they do have that 30% off. So from a price perspective, this would be the best option, honestly, on the carousel today. And the thing I like about these is the aesthetics, honestly. This one's, I think, a little bit more simple as far as like the benefit or what I like about them or their unique feature. Thanks as well for the follow too, Joni. I appreciate that. Can you type the kind into chat, please? I missed the name. You could be an auctioneer. Yeah, I talk pretty fast. I'm trying to work on that too. So I appreciate that point. And again, if I am talking too fast, you guys just let me know. But the name is Fox Lux. Fox Lux lights. And if you want me to, I can highlight them again. But the Fox Lux ones, let me actually make sure that there's not another piece to the name that I'm missing. Yeah, Fox Lux solar string lights. So I'm going to type that again. Fox Lux solar string lights. And Joni, I got you in for the duck race, by the way. And again, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. We got you on the duck race. That's going to be going down in like 10 minutes. You in, Joni? All right, so going back to the BrizzLabs, like to me, the biggest feature is just like the aesthetics. I think these look the nicest out of all of them. When I was unpacking them, I did actually drop one and it did like shatter on the spot, but they did have a backup. They had 2 backup bulbs. So just like props to them for anticipating. People like me are out in the world and gonna drop and break things. So let's play it, and I'll show you. I originally had these set up in my garage, so you're gonna see in this B-roll what it looked like set up in my garage before I got them outside.
So I absolutely love these lights, and I love them so much actually that I decided instead of putting them outside, I kept them inside with my squat rack here. And bam, I wanted to show you guys, so I plugged them in just so you can kind of see them. And I really enjoy them. The cool thing about these, you can plug them into other sets. You can go up to 28 sets, which I think goes upwards about 700 feet of lighting, which is really cool, especially if you have like a wedding or an event, or like we have a party for my daughter this upcoming weekend. So I'll be honest with you guys, I might actually take them outside and let my wife use them for the kind of gazebo setup that we have. But I actually kind of like them here in my indoor like squat rack setup. Add a little light to it, add a little kind of aesthetic feel to it. But these are actually perfectly fine to be outdoors, so you can use them and you don't have to worry about they're weatherproof. So if it's gonna rain, whatever's gonna happen, these are gonna be fine outside and they last. I've actually tested them outside, but I like them inside a little bit more. Just for me and for the garage setup, so that's why you're seeing them here. But that's my 2 cents on it, and I really enjoy them, and I highly recommend these bad boys.
Boom, y'all. So a little bit more details on that. Hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have questions, let me know. We're also going to be getting our duck race going in less than 10 minutes now. So we're getting into that kind of like T-minus 10-minute countdown. What we're going to look at now is the set of Suspender Earbuds that I actually rock pretty much all the time. But lately, honestly, I've been like taking my wife's set and using those a little bit more. So I'm going to play some B-roll for the set that I typically use, and then we'll also look at her set, which I've honestly been using a little bit more lately as well. Also, let me just check really quick, see if we have an in-link coupon on these bad boys, because they do have 25% off right now. So like typically when you see a discount like that, they may not always have an in-link coupon paired with it, but it's always worth checking. But again, if you guys got questions, you let me know. I appreciate the follows, appreciate the chats. We'll get our duck race going in less than 10, and let's check out the B-roll, y'all. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Suspender wireless earbuds. And the cool thing about this is the portability. As you can see, also the charging cable that it comes with. You have those lights in front so you can see if it's charging, which adds up to 30 hours of charge time, and a single use is 5 hours for these earbuds. Super streamless, comfortable, easy fit, and again, the ability to have 5 hours for one charge, which you can see when they're plugged in properly, it'll light up differently. Now let's check out how they look and feel. So here you can see I'm going to be pulling them out to put them in. Unfortunately, because I have cauliflower ear, I can only fit them in my left ear. So for all my wrestlers and grapplers out there, be mindful of how it fits. But wore that left ear, super comfy and great sound. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Critic 1000. Also, we got you in for the duck race. You're set to go. We got like T-minus 8 minutes and counting now for our duck race. So what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of cross-compare these earbuds by Suspender to the pink set that they have. That is just slightly different. Again, it's like a little bit of differences that I just want to highlight for you guys so you can see. Even just when you look at the cases, this one's going to be kind of like horizontally positioned. So when you open it up, kind of see how they're laid out versus this one where they're kind of like vertically positioned. Little like things that from a functionality standpoint make no difference. Just I thought it was an interesting kind of difference and discrepancy there. They both have, again, the charging feature. Melody, I got you in for the duck race. You might have mentioned before. I apologize if I missed that, by the way. But I got you in. Don't worry. Got you. All right. So again, another cool thing is the 5-hour battery life. A lot of the similar features to the other set. The only thing I want to highlight for these, let's actually see if they have an in-link coupon here. It doesn't look like they have the in-link coupon. Color components are obviously an interesting feature that stands out. Now, they do have other color options for the other styles. So I just want to throw that out there as well. And really, pretty much everything's the same. The one thing I will say is like when you take these out, if you notice, they're a little bit wider. And they have the stem components a little bit shorter. So what I like about these is when you put them in, they actually fit a little bit snugger than the set that I have. That's why I've been using these lately. My wife said at least. Am I in for the duck race? Let me I'll put you in right now, Pam. I got you. Looking for headphones that are wireless, that are not big dollars, but I can wear while mowing the grass. Yeah, these are definitely a set. I would say both of these are a great set. And Pam, I actually got you in now. I might have missed it before, but I got you in, Pam. And yeah, so to your point, Linda, I think both of these would be good. What I would say, the one thing to think about is like both of these I've actually worn like running, on the bike, doing hard workout sessions, doing like burpees, stuff like that, battle ropes. They've stayed in for all of those things. Like I even I use my earbuds for like mowing the lawn and like listen to music, honestly. If you're obviously trying to have a conversation, that's not going to work because it's going to be hard for the person to hear you on the other end. But you'll be able to hear that. Like I'll listen to podcasts, audiobooks, music, whatever it is, like definitely that works well for it. Now I like these. They might even fit a little bit snugger because the one thing I noticed because of this kind of short stem, it doesn't get like knocked out of my ear as easy when it's like resting in here comparatively to the longer stemmed kind of earbuds that I normally wear because they like, if you look at my ear, like they're normally hanging down just a bit longer. And because they typically will go down a little bit longer, if I'm moving my hat or taking my hoodie off, my shirt off, or whatever's going on there, sometimes I'll knock it and it'll fall out of my ear. So I don't know if that would be a variable as much mowing the lawn, but thinking about stuff moving around, that might be a component to think of. The last thing you want, I imagine, is for your earbud to fall out because you moved your hat or brushed it somehow, and then you run over the lawnmower and you're in trouble. So just throwing that out there from a cross comparison standpoint. I'm going to stop kind of rambling here. My ear is pierced inside for migraines. I have Apple ones in jarring, they fall out, or yeah. So I have cauliflower ear on my right ear. So none of these actually fit on my right ear because on the inner part, like it actually, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. The spacing on my ear, all of that tissue is hardened and calcified just from like wrestling and boxing and jiu-jitsu. Oh, Hans, I see you. I got you in for the duck race. So that's just another important piece. Like piercing, I don't know like the sizing and spacing of it, but that could definitely impact it. And like pretty much most wireless Bluetooth earbuds might be a variable with that. What you can do is you can get like gel covers and things like that. But that's something to definitely be aware of. I figure I'll throw that out there. So that's a good point too. with that being said, we're going to keep it rolling right along. And let me know if like there's additional questions. I'm happy to dig into that or show you other kind of aspects and dimensions to them to make sure that they fit properly and that it's kind of addressing maybe some concerns or thoughts you might have. So what we'll do is we'll highlight the Syncom massage gun next. We're going to get into that. Again, we bring home another W. So I got to give a shout out to one of our coaches and fighters, Deuce Carter. He had his title fight this weekend. He won. In my opinion, a really just super exciting fight. I think everyone would actually say that was there. It was a split decision, meaning one of the judges saw it for the other fighter, which, you know, that happens. I disagree. I'm obviously extremely biased, but I thought he won pretty much every round. Maybe they could have given the other guy one round, so it should be 4-1 unanimous decision, but it was a split decision. I think the ref, like one ref called it like 3-2 for one guy, and then maybe, I don't know how they scored it for the other. Do you know Bear Myers? Do I know him personally? No. Let me actually double check. I'm going to make sure I know who Bear Myers is just in general, because even off the top of my head, I'm saying no, I don't know who Bear Myers is, just period. Missed you last night on Gina's live. Yeah, dude. I wanted Gina to be on for this one too, but unfortunately, just like morning, like parent stuff, scheduling stuff came up. So now tonight, we'll actually be back for another stream tonight. I'm also going to do another stream after this with my workout for the Lifestyle of Fitness channel. So if you guys want to see that, hang around for that. I'll be going live. Don't know Bear Myers. But yeah, I don't know Bear Myers. I'm like Googling it now or like looking at the name doesn't ring a bell, but appreciate that. And have this massager. It's awesome. Yeah, Linda, this thing's clutch. Let me actually see if there's an in-link coupon on this bad boy too. But I'm a big fan of this. And we've brought it to our race. I actually leave it at the gym now for my fighters to use. And they actually have a $15 off coupon. Nice. Dude, that's actually a really good deal. So just wanted to highlight that. Let's play the B-roll here a little bit. And then after this, we'll probably do one more product and we'll get into the duck race. If you guys want to get on the duck race, just comment duck below. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Syncom massage gun. As you can see, it's a portable handheld massage gun. It has 5 different settings. It has the switch right here underneath. You're going to turn that on, and then you can use, you'll see the light will light up, and then you can use the button on the back to cycle between settings 1 through 5, increasing in intensity throughout each individual one. Now, my favorite part to the massage gun is not only the portability and the function, but the different attachment heads that it comes with. You have 6 different attachment heads. You can see me. I'll even easily just swap out, turn and pull, and then you can just easily swap it out for another one. So you can have a wide variety of different muscles to hit and different intensities, so you can customize it to what you want and the comfort that you desire. Bam, y'all. Sorry, I'm just moving a couple things around here, shuffling stuff up. So we're going to try and get into one more product before we get into the duck race here. So we're going to look at the King Will spinner ring. This thing is really cool. A fidget ring. You guys can kind of like see the color that I have is the black and blue. Let's actually see if there's an in-link coupon. Don't think there is. And also for the price point, like I feel like you don't even need an in-link coupon. I mean, an in-link coupon is always a nice to have, but for the price point, man, this is such a great option. Again, stainless steel. The thing I like about it, I mentioned it before when I was talking about the whiskey glass set with like how you can like spin it and the fidget component of it. This thing also, so because the middle is a spinner component, it's like specifically meant to be spun, so you can kind of like fidget and play with it. So I like to do that because like it can be really annoying, I imagine, for a lot of people because they've told this to me, and like just I know in general, if like I have my pen, right, and I'm just like constantly chewing on it in a meeting, or I'm tapping my pen, or like doing stuff like that, or like I constantly will do this with my pen, like in class or in meetings or things like that. So it's because I constantly have to fidget. My brain's always going, right? A lot of you can probably relate to that. So being able to have something like this, I can just put in my lap. Like right now, I'm just like fidgeting by like spinning the ring. No one really notices, even at a table. Like I can kind of do it with my one hand, and it's not really a big deal. Doesn't draw a lot of attention, but it can kind of help just like calm and relax, or like apply that fidgetiness to something. So then it actually like alleviates the rest of my brain to like actually listen and pay attention. It kind of helps provide that enough of a stimulus, which I think is interesting and just a cool thing. Plus, from an aesthetics perspective, it's just a really nice looking ring. I honestly like this. Like I wear this out for like date night and stuff, and you know, I'm really grateful that my wife's bought me a beautiful engagement ring or wedding ring. I don't even know if, I don't think it's an engagement ring, it's a wedding ring, right? I don't even know, like, when does a guy get a ring? Like, because we got married, I feel like I didn't get an engagement ring. I feel like I got, like, a wedding ring, right? I feel like the woman. Well, it doesn't matter. Point being, it's a beautiful ring. I have other really, really nice rings. Like, I have a ring for my dad for, like, when I got married, too. That was a beautiful gift. It's like a gold and diamond ring, right? But, like, I actually wear that on date night more than I wear all my other rings. Just because I really like the aesthetics. And then I also don't want to worry about like losing something really nice and expensive. So it's kind of at a price point where you're like, you don't even necessarily have to stress as much about losing. At least that's my eyes. All right. Anyways, with that being said, we're going to get into the duck race. So let's do a little bit of a roll call here. Roll call. Who's ready and here for the race? And Melody, yes, your grandson could use that. Like, I just think, again, from an aesthetics perspective, as well as like when you have to worry about losing things, because I lose a lot of stuff, and I don't want to lose expensive things. So I appreciate that point. Who's down for the duck race? Let me know that you're here, because catch to the duck race, and even to the giveaway component, is you have to actually like be here for the duck race. So Jennifer, Dana, Jeff, Evans, Linda, Joni, Critic, Melody, Pam, Hans. Let me know that you guys are here. All right, we're ready. All right, so we got Joni, Jeff, Evans, Jennifer. Boom, I got you, Hans. I'm going to run through, make sure everyone else is here. Got that. Linda, you here? Dana, let me know. Dana, you here? Critic's here. Pam's here. I see you guys. All right. I'm going to give it like a couple more seconds. I'm also going to screen share while we're going through this. And again, the sponsor for our duck race today is going to be our Nemola kitchen set. Since I'm talking about that next, I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to a little bit more time for that bad boy. I'm going to screen share so you guys will actually be able to see this, and we'll dig on into it. I'm just going to make sure that I got everybody here. So boom, I'm going to share my screen. Let's actually filter this. You guys don't want to see all the other stuff. We'll go to crop, right? We want to crop this bad boy. I don't even want to deal with that. We're not even going to play with all that. You guys probably don't mind having all these other tabs here. Linda's ready. All right, so we got, I feel like Dana might be the only one that's missing, right? I'm just going to double check if Dana's here. Otherwise, everyone else seems to be here. We'll set it for 60 seconds. I'm just typing in the chat. Dana, you here? And you are here. I should say you are here, question mark. Otherwise, we'll get our fancy ducks on. Let me just go back. I'm going to pull Dana out then. Looks like everybody else is here. Uh-oh. I might have to like refresh the page. Hold on. Hold on, we're refreshing this page, y'all. Get our duck race on. And then I'm just gonna, Dana, looks like you might not be here, so we're gonna get our race going. All right, so I'm gonna set that bad boy. I love ducks, dude, they're so much fun, right? And then just like, look at all the fun characters we have. All right, it's race time, y'all. I'm going to give us a countdown. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, go. I know it's going to be a little delayed here, but we're going to get started. Bam. So cheer those duckies on, y'all. Give them a cheer. And again, remember that whoever wins, you get to pick between a $1 Amazon gift card or a $1,000 nutrition package. Excuse me. But everybody that participated, you can email me at lifeofafighter@gmail.com. I have that in the chat. And you can claim, as part of your giveaway, $7-day access to our fitness and nutrition vault, as well as 7-day access to our nutrition course. I loaded my duck with caffeine. Yeah, it's all about that caffeine, but it's not about how we start. It's about how we finish. That's the interesting thing with the duck race. It always looks like you might be pulling ahead, and then someone you always like that was falling behind randomly pulls it out. Ooh, last 10 seconds, y'all. Last 10 seconds. Let's go, duckies. Let's go. Oh, Critic's about to pull it out. Look at that. Critic pulls out the race. All right. Congratulations to Critic. Whoop, pulling out that massage gun. And as you guys can see, I had a little bit of a coupon, but Critic, congrats. So again, I'm gonna just type in the message again that I shared before. To reiterate, for all the participants, for all you guys, you can email me at lifeofafighter@gmail.com. Just put giveaway in the subject line, and I'll send you 7-day pass to our nutrition course and a 7-day pass to our fitness and nutrition vault. And then, Critic, you get to pick between a $1 Amazon gift card or the $1,000 nutrition package, whichever you want. Just email me at lifeofafighter@gmail.com. Tell me which one you want, the gift card or the nutrition access, and I'll send it. I'll hook you up right now live while we're streaming. And in the meantime, I'm going to play some B-roll for the next product, our Namola kitchen set, and we'll keep this bad boy rolling right along. Thanks for everybody for participating, man. It's a lot of fun. Again, I'll be back tonight with my cousin Gina. She was supposed to be on today. She had some scheduling conflicts, so we'll be back tonight. We'll be doing a giveaway tonight, and then after this, on my LOF Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon channel, I'm going to be doing a workout, and then we'll do a duck race after that. So if you guys want to get on that, just hang around. Just hang around on live. I'll be on live pretty much a majority of the day to one capacity or another. Plus, I got to get some clients and some other content stuff in. We'll keep it rolling. So with that being said, let's get into the B-roll, y'all.
So the thing I love about this set is there's two, the function and the visual, the colors. So I really enjoy the actual colorfulness to it for both, not only like the pieces that come for like the spatulas and the whisk and whatnot, but even for the cups, so you can have that. I just find it easy to see. And then my girls, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, they find it a little bit more, I think, visually just appealing and attractive. So they'll like want to help me actually bake or cook or whatnot, which I absolutely love to get my kids engaged with stuff like that. And then from a function standpoint, again, they do a great job with just having to actually be a spatula, the tongs, the whisk, all that fun stuff. They last, can throw them in the dishwasher. I've had them for a bit now, and I'm really liking them from the setup perspective, and even coming in with the case or this like container for this set makes it easy and just kind of organized and all set together. So I've used these quite a few times, even on my live streams, and it's always gone really well with just even having the girls want to help with that. So I highly recommend it, especially if you have kids out there and you want to get them involved with the baking and the cooking and just kind of getting them to just take an interest in stuff like this, having things that are colorful. And then even when it comes to nutrition, as a nutrition kind of coach and specialist there, with being able to make it involved with your kids, they're going to want to eat those meals as well. So I highly recommend giving that a shot.
So I got a little bonus to add in here. There's also 10% off on these right now. I just want to highlight that. I already checked. There is no in-link coupon, but you do get 10% off as a deal right now and as a markdown. So I wanted to highlight that for you guys. And again, to Linda's point, so I'll just recap from a time perspective. So probably 9:30 p.m. Eastern time or Eastern Standard Time tonight, I'll be live streaming with Gina. We may, depending on when the kids get to bed, it's like sometimes it's like 9:30, sometimes it's 10, might even be 9 o'clock. So you can kind of, again, if you make sure you're following, you can even set notifications. I'm not sure if that's in the app or on the desktop. I'm pretty sure in the app you can set a reminder. That's what Amazon said they launched. I tried to play with it on my desktop, but you don't have that feature. So you have to be, I think, on your phone or an app to be able to set reminders, or you just I guess, add it to your calendar. But then the cool thing about it, if you set the notification in the Amazon app, as we change the time, you'll get notified. But if you're following, you'll see it, or you just go to Amazon Live and just search in the bar, Amazon Live. You'll see who's live streaming at the time. And you'll probably see us come up around 9:30 Eastern time, maybe 10 o'clock. Having said that, though, we're going to get into some King Camp products. We got some camping kind of, I put this in the camping theme, even though technically you can use the air compressor in a variety of settings. But even the King Camp, like the self-inflating mattress or the cot, I have both of these right here behind me. You can use them not just for camping, you use them for a variety of things. I just put it in that camping category because it's kind of in the name, and it's what I would use them for. I haven't even gone camping with these yet. I just actually, for both the self-inflating mattress and the cot, we use these for nap time. So for the kids, my girls, right now, my older daughter, Lena, she's at school. And then my younger one, she's at my sister-in-law's. But if they're here and I end up doing a workout and I'm not live streaming, they'll want to hang out with me. And I let them, if they crash and they got a nap, I let them just crash on the mattresses and whatnot as well. So even with the cot, this thing's really clutch because they can break them down as well. You can inflate them to have it set up. You can have it all good to go and then collapse it and break it down. I'll get into the details for both the air compressor and the self-inflating mattress. So let me go back to the air compressor really quick, and then we'll dig into the self-inflating mattress. It's really, really cool. And let me check to see if we got in-link coupons for these bad boys as well. Gotta see if we get some extra savings, y'all. It's all about the savings. So it doesn't look like there's an in-link for the air compressor. For the self-inflating mattress, though, there's a $20 in-link coupon. And for the cot, it doesn't look like there's an end-link coupon. But for that self-inflating mattress, got the end-link coupon, y'all. I got you guys. But yeah, let's break it down. So this is another one of those products that I got from King Camp. As you can see behind me, I already have the self-inflating mattress. I have some other stuff, and I really like the kind of compact and portability of this air compressor. Like I'll hold it up to my hand. It's basically the size of my hand. Has the 3 different attachment heads onto it, so you can pop one off, pop the other one off, throw them on, do what you got to do. Have it, like, I actually use this for not even some of their mattress stuff, but I use it for some other stuff in my backyard, inflating up a sprinkler, like an inflatable unicorn sprinkler, which actually I didn't have the proper setting for one of the other air compressors that I have. So this one came with a clutch. And the reason one of the things I like about this is that you can plug it in to a USB port, so whether you want to use it in your car, whether you want to, like, I actually charged this the first time with my laptop. I didn't have to even have an outlet, which was actually pretty sweet. From my experience, the other ones are going to have an outlet and whatnot. So this was pretty cool. The portability, the compact aspect of it, and the function of it all dialed in and on point. And I just like the brand King Camp. I've used some of their other stuff before, clearly, and it just puts out good quality stuff. So I wanted to highlight and kind of share that with you guys. And definitely a thumbs up on this one. Bam, y'all. All right, I was just checking the chat there really quick. So we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to go to the self-inflating mattress. Now, I'm going to have this one set up behind me as well. This is, like, I think the coolest one of the 3, just because it says it right there in the title. It's self-inflating. You don't need the air compressor for this bad boy. You literally just open up the valve, and however it's made, the technology behind it, I guess, like, pressure differential just naturally inflates itself, which is such an awesome, really cool feature to me. So with that being said, I'm going to play a little bit more B-roll, just running through some more of the details. If you guys have questions, let me know. Plus, again, remember, this one has a $20 off in-link coupon, so make sure you're clicking on that if you're going to get this. So for this mattress, I actually have it right up here behind me because I figured it would just be easier for you guys to see it in the shot. I'll actually stand up next to it so you can kind of see from the height perspective. I'm 6 feet tall, so this one's actually, like, it could fit me pretty comfortably. The coolest thing I liked about this bad boy is it has a little valve in the bottom. And this was one of the, this is, like, I think the second or third product I got from King Camp. And the cool thing I liked about it when I got it in finally and delivered was the ability for it to self-inflate, which obviously it says in the title, but I really, like, take the time to process that. And then when I did that, it was just cool to watch. Like, literally, I just opened up the valve. Within an hour, it was pretty much inflated, ready to go. I gave it the 24 hours, which is what it recommends. And I just keep it like that ever since. My girls enjoy playing with it. I actually have definitely used it to test back here in the garage. And I haven't been able to take it camping yet, but I'm really excited to do that and use it with the cot setup that I have. And even, like, some other brands that I got from King Camp. But I highly recommend this. Again, especially if you don't want to have to deal with an air compressor, things like that. You just literally open up a valve, it'll self-inflate. And as someone that's 6 feet tall, it fits me, it's comfy. Highly, highly recommend it. And the functionality aspect of it. All right. Whoa, the camera just, I don't know what happened. It started following me. It was on motion tracking. So I just realized I had the motion tracking on, and it followed me running to go to the bathroom really quick as that B-roll was playing. So sorry about that, y'all. Let's just adjust. I could technically use the joystick that it comes with, but I thought it'd be easier just to use my hand on that one. So just the last and final reminder, $20 off in-link coupon for the self-inflating mattress. Yeah. Don't be laughing at me, Evans, but no, it's funny. Let me just actually, let me turn that setting off because we don't want it. I don't want this thing following me. I keep forgetting I got to turn off the gesture control because I turned on, like, when I use my hands with this, that's a cool feature to this product. You can have what's called gesture control. So if you put your hand up, it'll trigger it to, like, either follow you or not follow you. So I talk with my hands so much, sometimes I turn the tracking feature on without even realizing it because I use my hands to talk so much. So just a fun side note. So we're going to look at the Unluke trail shoes, the hiking, running, the hybrid kind of version or hybrid perspective on these. Now, these also have a 20% off in-link coupon. That's actually a sweet deal. So you get, basically you get them for like $30 right now. And has a variety of colors, obviously different sizes you can pick from. One thing I will say is, like, these, I usually wear like a 13, and I feel like I could have gotten a 12 in these from the way they fit. And I think it's partially with the way the laces tie up, but I'm going to play a little bit of a B-roll for you guys here. And then you tell me what you think, or if you have any questions you want me to elaborate on this. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Aliof 1912 gray men's hiking and running shoes. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see they don't have your traditional shoelaces. I actually really like this feature. It provides for really easy slip in, slip out, and then just tying them down so that you have the right fit. And I also like the tread that they provide at the bottom, the breathability that they have, so you can get them kind of wet, not have to worry about it. They can take forever to dry. And you can see that tread right there. Great for support and just hiking, running, all that good stuff. And speaking of running, I figured I'd just kind of show you guys a little bit on what it can look like going for a little bit of a run and just kind of show you guys in the real world application of things. Again, I really like the fit and the grip as well. Bam, y'all. I'm just looking at the chat really quick. I want to make sure that everything's good there. So it doesn't look like there are any questions. We're going to kind of keep it rolling. We're going to look at the AMJ. This bag I actually, again, used cornering this weekend. This one's a clutch one. I like using cornering. Because now I'm going to be transparent again with you guys. So I packed everything. I have my external power source in here. I was ready to go. You know what I didn't bring? Didn't bring my actual charging cable to actually plug into the power source in the bag that I brought with me. Now, just a quick fun fact, the bags themselves do not come with an actual external power source. They come with the option to plug it in via the USB port, but you still have to have an external power source to put in the bag to plug it into so you can charge your phone. So it's a great option to have, great for if you're hiking or out all day or constantly on the go, content creators as well. But you still need to have a power source, an external power source to have with it. So that's just one thing to throw out there. What I would like to see them do, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. I'd like to see them add an option where, like, hey, you can buy it with a power source. But I speculate that there's, some reason they don't do that, whether it's a financial reason or like a stress reason, whatever. It probably boils down to business and numbers. But since you're on Amazon, you could buy a power source with it anyway. Like I just looking at the product page, it actually at the bottom will recommend frequently bought together. So you could always just buy an external power source to go with it. That's not that bad. Let's actually see how much this one is. Yeah, for this one's what, 20 bucks. And it's got two of them. That's a cool option. Anyways, so with that being said, let's dig into the B-roll here, y'all. I'll play you guys so you can see a little bit more details and a little bit more thoughts on this bad boy. So the cool thing I like about this bag is A, how it fits and kind of the efficiency from the space perspective, but also the biggest takeaway to me is the ability to charge your smart device, whatever it is, like your phone, camera, whatever. You can plug in USB right here. However, what I will highlight with this bag that I wanted to make sure that I stress is it doesn't come with a battery pack or an external battery or power source. That's one you have to have separate. You have to purchase it separate, already have it, and then you can kind of drop it right in here, connect it to the cables it has set up, plug it in, and then you can actually charge your device right here through the USB that it comes with, have that power supply. So I think this is a great option, again, for my content creators out there or for my fitness enthusiasts or fitness professionals. If you're going to go hiking, let's say maybe you're at the gym, you don't want to worry about your phone dying. If you have your audio set up to it and whatnot, and you don't have it charged, you want to keep it near you and on you, you can plug it in here. And the cool thing, again, it has an anti-theft component to it where it has this little just plug, so you can plug that in. It's harder to get to the zipper. You have to unpop it to actually open this compartment. Get in there. Has a little component in here also for either an umbrella or for I use it for my tripod, honestly. So for my content creators out there, this can be a clutch bag to leverage, especially for charging up your devices and being able to carry all the stuff that you may need, whether it's dropping an extra memory stick or memory card right here, being able to have cables, whatever have you. I'm either going to use it, honestly, as a coach and a cornerman. I'm going to use it for some cornering of my fighters, and I'm excited to test that out. But so far, it's been a quality product, and honestly, I just kind of like how it looks and feels as well. Pretty cool, right? And again, for my coaches out there, if you guys are cornering fighters, I've been using this more so for cornering my fighters, and it's definitely a clutch option. Especially some of my pants, like my sweatpants especially, don't have pockets. I know it sounds like a silly reason too, but I like it because then I don't have to worry about oh man, I got to wear a different pair of pants that actually have pockets. So I don't have to worry about my phone or keys, whatever. I just wear this bad boy, throw all that stuff in there, have my backup power source. I even when I'm cornering my fighters, you throw their backup mouthpiece or anything like that. Even though we typically have a water bucket we bring out with us, I just like to have that on me. It's just a fun, cool side. Anyways, That being said, so I got like 2 more things we're going to dig into here. We're going to bring it home with this. So I've got the men's athletic 2-in-1 compression pants. These are really cool, and I'm going to show you guys why in this B-roll of me kind of digging into it, as well as the added benefit of just compression in general has its own unique benefits as well. So let's dig on into it a little bit more. If you guys got questions, let me know. You want me to elaborate on this stuff, just let me know, and we'll keep it rolling.
So again, for the shorts, I've been like kind of putting these to the test. I actually did a workout prior to this, and I have them on right now because I wanted to show you guys.
But wait, I got to pause really quick. These are also 15% off right now, so I just wanted to highlight that because I have both different sets, really just different colors. These have 15% off, so take advantage of this deal.
And from a like function perspective and a fit, but also just give you my thoughts on, we'll lock on the camera here so they'll move with me. So the cool thing I want to show you guys right off the bat is the compression pants and this little sleeve that comes with it. This is what I knew I got caught on something. So the the kind of pocket here, which is really cool underneath the compression, as well as the pockets that you have here on the sides. Got the little back pocket here, which I think is, again, really cool. Like, this is my 2 cents. I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for 2 different types. I'm using them for like during workouts, which I did earlier. And I wouldn't actually wear these as much in jiu-jitsu only because of the pockets. You know, even though it's not a huge deal, and this one even has a zipper, so I wouldn't wear these for like grappling just because you don't want to have like zippers and stuff on people's faces or bodies or anything like that and get scraped and cut up. But great for like yoga, training, hiking, fitness type stuff, and the fit's really good. The compression underneath, I love having that compression underneath and that fit, and being able to have this cool little pocket that you can kind of dig into there as well. I haven't thrown these in the wash yet, so I'm going to kind of let you guys know on that. And with that being said, what I also wanted to do is I'm going to actually demonstrate the battle ropes here as well that I got.
Bam, y'all. All right, so I was going to start to dig into another product that we aren't going to highlight today. Also, I just realized, Critic, I saw your email. I'm sending you access to the nutrition course right now. Just want to give you a heads up. My apologies. I normally like to do it like right after the duck race, but I got a little sidetracked by like doing all the B-roll, all that fun stuff. So having said that, I'm setting you up with that now, and then we'll get on into it. I got one more product we're also going to look at, which is, speaking of nutrition, we're going to be looking at our Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster. And this bad boy still has 25% off, which is a great savings and honestly a great deal right now. So highly recommend that if this is something you're in the market for. I'll also play some B-roll to show you guys like 2 of my favorite things I like to cook in here. Also, there's an inland coupon right now for an extra $10 off. So not only get 25% off, this is one of the rare occasions where you get a discount plus an inland coupon discount. So this is like, again, definitely take advantage of it. So you get $50 off with the 25%, plus you get another $10 off with that. So you get it for $140 right now, like minus tax and all that fun stuff, which is a really, really great deal. So I'm going to pull that bad boy up. And then again, Critic, I just emailed you access to the nutrition course. I'm also going to send you my calendar where you can book a live call with me, which is part of the course and the coaching kind of program. So let's dig on into my favorite examples for the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster combo and some of the recipes. So just to dig in here a little bit more and to highlight, I wanted to have 2 different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mango. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings, like, with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store, straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef Air Fryer Toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is gonna be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now and I'm gonna slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys wanna see that and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things. All right, y'all. So, sorry, just writing an email back to somebody to make sure we got you set up, Critic, for the nutrition course stuff, by the way. Oh, it looks like Cousin Gina actually wants me to call her. Let me just text her really quick. Live streaming. Want me to call during the stream? Or after? Let's see if it's something she wants to talk about on a live stream or it's like personal stuff she wants off. Because sometimes it's fun to just chat with somebody without, while we're live on the stream to dig into some fun. So that's pretty much all the stuff I was going to go over with you guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring it home for a couple minutes, see if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. I'm going to finish up my pre-workout. Then in about 10 minutes, I'm going to start a stream here on the Aliof channel on Lifestyle of Fitness on Amazon. So I'll be back live streaming. We're going to do our duck race on there. I'm going to get my actual workout in. You guys will be able to see another day of my workout. I've actually shared different days of these new protocols. So I figured it would be fun for you guys to see me during the workouts. If you want to, I'll highlight some of the products and we'll just be able to go over the details on some of the fun stuff that we got. Also, Evans, have a great day as well. I will see you soon. And I appreciate you guys at the end of the day. Just know that. First and foremost, always know that I appreciate you guys. And I wonder, let's see, do you guys have any questions or thoughts? Let me know. I'm just going to kind of hang out here. Might even type some notes on some things that you guys might have if you want me to. I'll speak to Yeah, it looks like there's no questions or anything. I'm going to just go through to see if there's any products that I might have missed. And then likewise, Evans. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for just participating. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to go back through and just thank everybody for the following. Let's see. Who's new followers today? We got, I know, Linda, you were one. So, Linda, thank you for the follow if you're still here. We got... who else? Critic 1000, thanks for the follow. Melody Myers, thanks for the follow. Joni Smith, thanks for the follow. Let's see. Anyone else? No, I think that was pretty much it for the new peeps today. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm just going to hang out here for maybe another minute or two. If you guys do have questions, let me know. But I'm going to just get prepped now, and I'll be back in like 10 minutes maybe on the Aliof Lifestyle of Fitness Amazon live stream channel. What about headphones that go over with the head that are wireless? Yeah, those are great options too. I don't have any that I have here, but I could reach out to our media team to see if we could get any sponsors or things or products to try or things like that. But I think that's a great option for sure, especially for cauliflower. I think you mentioned piercing while I think that was you, Linda, right? You mentioned you had a piercing on the inner part of your ear for migraines. So the over the ear is a good option. I do have different variations of that. Thank you for answering questions. Yeah, no, I appreciate the questions, honestly. I love digging into this stuff, and I love to provide value and resources and insight. Even if it's not valuable, I like just talking clearly, and I talk fast, so I'm trying to slow down and I appreciate you guys asking the questions and digging into that fun stuff with me. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I think we're going to bring it home from there. But yeah, the over the head can be a great option. Even over the ear, the ones that have little hook loops. The downside is those don't stick as much. The over the head options, those tend to probably stick a little bit better. So I will say that can be a good option as well. Downside to those though is they don't have the microphone built in, so it's just a matter of what are you looking for. If you're looking just for like while you're mowing the lawn, that can be a great option. Any you recommend? Yes, that's me. Yeah. I don't have a specific like brand or one that I can recommend. I could do some digging though. We can do some research and I can come back on another stream. I can even reach out to some companies to see if they want to send me some to try. That's like one of the cool things that if you guys want to see that, like I always appreciate that piece. Like tell me what products you want me to talk about or like different options, and I can reach out to companies in that space. And I'm not saying they'll always give me free stuff, but I'm very fortunate that not everything I talk about is free, but on this stream, this was a sponsored stream. So like I dig into stuff that I get for free and I share that perspective, but I try and share as I'm always transparent because like to me, you know, a single sponsored stream or like even a deal is not worth losing transparency. And like, that's like a moral and ethical thing for me. But I will reach out to see what we can get so I can try them out. Cause I don't have any particular brands that jump out off the top of my head that are like good as far as like, cause I'm thinking about like economically efficient while also like quality as well. So I don't have any that jump off the top of my head, but again, I appreciate you guys. Linda, thank you. I'm going to bring it home from here and yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Yeah, y'all.